Hello, and welcome to our very special program, a business seminar. I'm joined today with a very special guest, Travis Baugh, and not only that, but even specialer a guest.
Oh, even specialer, huh?
Even specialer, and George Harris, our business specialist. Today we're here to talk about business and how to become good at it. First tip, you may have noticed, you can't really see on our guest camera and George Harris, but we are all sitting with laptops in front of us. Laptops are a sign of success. You can do business on your laptops, and you can make money. Travis, do you have any good tips on how to be successful with the business?
I suggest you do a lot of pre-planning and set up, things in advance so you don't run into problems like we're having right now, where our Periscope stream is actually not working. So,
Oh, Periscope.
pre-planning and pre-production is a vital step of any small business in its success.
Well, that's unfortunate to hear that our Periscope stream seems to be having some technical difficulties. Maybe they'll get that platform worked out to be able to handle more streams being thrown at it.
We're hearing
And
reports of belches going on the stream actually right now.
Nick Harris, could you talk with us for a minute about how you have gotten to the point where you are in your business career and what it takes to become a successful business person?
Well, thanks, Zach, for asking the question. First of all, I want to point out for the viewers, while all of us do have laptops, not everyone is sitting down. I am standing up, so you may see me moving and pivoting and things like that, which are extremely essential to success in business. And to really focus in on your question and provide some direct responses, I just want to say that it's important to put the customer first, but not all customers are equal. And if we want to get into that later, we can explore that.
You know what? I'll say cheers to that, all right? Not all business customers are equal. Very, very great advice from our business select strategist and George Harris. Another great tip for being a successful business person is to often have business salads. Now, today, we couldn't quite afford business salads on this show. We're still working on funding. So if you happen to know of any good producers, send them our way.
Salad, salad is a mix of things, and so we did have a little bit of a mix today. It wasn't quite the traditional salad as viewers at home may know it, but sushi could be considered a salad of sorts.
There was some vegetables rolled up in the sushi. There's some seaweed. I know seaweed is definitely a vegetable. But when you can't mix, that's when you match. And I matched my two special guests and colleagues here with business drinks. If you don't have a drink, just get a cup. It looks the same. We've got some more special information here from our guests and George, talking to you about what to look for when purchasing your first business vehicle.
Well, first of all, before you even want to consider the type of vehicle, you need to look at what financial structure.
Breaking news. What you need to look at is yourself in the mirror, because when you wake up, there's probably a lot more mistakes in the day that you would have noticed if you had noticed them on your face, first of all. Joining me to my left here, we have Travis Baugh monitoring the stream, so he has an earpiece in. But earlier, you may have heard what we call a feedback loop. Travis, would you care to explain what?
It wasn't feedback loop at all. It was actually asynchronous audio playing from my phone. It was the stream, but wasn't quite at the same point. So, it should be everyone should be fine. Not hearing anything in the stream.
All right, and
all of our viewers are staying very quiet.
Once again, we will
0 of them.
be taking questions at some point when somebody asks a question on Facebook. You can respond to my Facebook post.
Oh, let me stop you there, Zach. Because we're not only on Facebook, but we're also on Periscope, YouTube. We're everywhere.
But what brought you here is my Facebook post, which is something that you guys are going to want to tune into if you want to learn how to become the ultimate business strategist. We're refreshing the feeds here, looking for your questions. Again, that is facebook.com/Zachary Paul Smith. Zachary spelled with an H. Facebook.com/Zachary Paul Smith for your questions.
The Rida has joined us.
Hello, the Rida. Thank you for joining us.
Rida, if you have any questions about business.
Questions, comments, suggestions, shout outs. And once again, I would like to invite you to smash that like. If you could go ahead and smash that like, smash those shares. We're trying to get this out to as many young, old, middle-aged entrepreneurs as we can.
It actually looks like the Rida has left.
Thank you for joining us, the Rida, and thank you for participating with viewing us. Now to talk about business strategy.
It's our guest, Nick Harris.
Hey, Nick Harris. So, it looks as though you're speaking to us from your home.
Yeah.
Would you care to explain where you are and what is going on around you?
Well,
You have a beautiful place.
you know, I'm constantly traveling. In fact, usually between 13 to 14,000 miles an hour. My altitude, people say, "Oh, how high are you?" Well, really high, but it doesn't change that much. Make it short, but I am pretty spaced out a lot of the time, and it can be, ingredient to business success, as I've proven.
I feel that. Nick, if you could go ahead and lean back there. What's that behind your head there? It looks like he's holding some sort of, what is that, a beverage, a drink, a soda?
Yeah, there's some sort of, no, is that? It's not quite. Oh, yes.
Oh, that looks like Space LaCroix. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's a lime flavor.
Yeah, the lime fuel.
We got.
Anyways, back to
My
the studio.
friend Paul.
Oh, it looks like Nick Harris got assaulted by some extraterrestrials out there. Hope he's all right. Okay, we're gonna play a game. It's called Every Time We Get a View, we cheers and wink at the camera. So
And we try and make sure that we greet our viewers. We have one viewer in the chat right now, Shane McGee. This one's for you. And we winked. I already winked. I'll take it.
thank you, Shane, and let's get some winks from out there in the spaceship.
More winks, more likes.
That was a good wink.
Also, if people wanted to join the stream, that would be great. And once they do, if they could like it, wink it, all that.
It's good to keep coming up with new terms for your business. We're coming up with terms here often. We're coming up with
Alalama has joined the stream.
Alalama has joined the stream. Thank you, Alalama, for joining the stream. I'm glad you are interested in becoming a successful business person now.
They left.
Wink, wink, wink. Let's get some winks over there, eh? Oh no, we are stuck in cyberspace.
God.
Kind of stuck in between here. Perfect.
Okay.
Well, let me discuss with you a few of our terms that have really helped create the success of our business.
And Unlib Boot 904.
Unlib Boot
in the stream.
194.
Unlib
Thank
Boot.
you so much for joining us.
Smash that heart, smash that like, send us a winky emoticon, whatever you like. Oh, we got over there on the Nick Harris estate, we got a little guest.
Oh man, I travel fast.
And he's back.
Okay, we've got a couple of great questions here. Lord above, what is this? Excellent strategy there. I want to point out what happened in that comment. So if you'll notice, right in the first word of that comment, we have Lord above. That is great to believe in a higher power.
Yes.
And to call on that
power.
higher power as an example of success to strive your business towards. So the Lord, God, Allah, Yahweh is one of the more powerful higher powers that has been believed in.
And speaking of higher, our guest, Nick Harris. Yes. Speaking of higher, okay, it's not working anymore. It's not working, is it? Oh, speaking of our guest,
Oh.
speaking of higher,
Hey.
I hear you're pretty high up over there in at the Harris compound.
Super high, but moving faster.
It's great, fast, high. Her dictator in the stream. Thank you, her dictator. Always love having dictators around and German screen names.
Can we go back to just touch on, higher power and success in business? I really want to use a brief case study. Domino's Pizza, the founder is in bed with the Vatican. That's right. You didn't know, but the $5 deal was really bringing you religion and success to your door, hot and fresh, super tasty, high in sodium, high in fat, high in carbs, low in everything else that could be good for you, except for the power of higher power and belief in something bigger than yourself, something you can impart failures on and attribute successes to. You need to remove yourself from the self-doubt and blame that you keep attributing to the bad choices that seemingly come upon you, because you're not making them. And business cannot be successful if you are appropriating everything bad, every failure upon yourself. Send it to the higher power, and God bless.
God bless indeed.
I could agree more with those words and that sentiment, Nick Harris. Thank you so much for that
Higher
time.
powers, higher profits is what I always say.
And I always say, smash that like button because we are going to the moon together, and I'm ready.
Smash that like, smash that heart. We got Unlib Boot, dedicated viewer, giving us hearts.
Thank you so much.
Unlib Boot. Here's a couple of winks from you. 3 from the right eye, 1 from the left. 2
wanna
from
give
the
us-
left.
if you wanna,
That last one was a surprise there.
Super heart, appreciated just as much as regular heart. Winky face, appreciated more than a smiling face.
And we are running near the end of our program here. We have time to fit in a few more winks, a few more call to actions to smash that like, or perhaps even a question from the audience. So facebook.com/Zachary Paul Smith. That's facebook.com/Zachary Paul Smith.
Or you
with
can go
an
to
H.
youtube.com/user/EskimoZach/live.
ZACHARYPAULSMITH.com.
Or you can go to periscope.com/the Taco Bell jar. Smash that heart, smash that like.
Or
Send us $5 on Venmo, please.
you could just come right here to wherever we are and tell me
We
to my
got
face.
Soy Tillacoopy.
So, hey.
Soy Telecoopy, thank you for joining us. We are inside our last minute of our business strategy seminar, success platform launch podcast production.
And the best way to always increase your business is to ask your customers, which are you, our viewers, to give us money. So you can do that in the form of likes, hearts, super hearts, shares,
Or you could just come here.
winky faces, dollar bills.
Tell me to my face.
Personal check, cashiers, putting some money into a money market account, giving us a login,
Animals. I'll take animals.
rare, exotic, regular, wild, domestic, doesn't matter.
Zach and Travis, do we have one more time for a final business tip?
I think we're getting a request to go to bring our feed over live to
You
the
kn-
Harris compound again.
Yeah.
Yes, 1 second. Looks
I'm
like
just going to have to go over there and make that happen.
yeah. We just need to get our intern to make sure the satellite uplink is still working to bring us over live to the Harris compound. Let's see here. We got still Koopy in the stream. Thank you, Koopy, hitting that heart every 5 seconds. That's possibly the max.
Since our time is so limited, I wanted to share with you all viewers one of my preeminent business tips for success. A lot of you probably already know this. I bet you do. You've probably already tried it, not knowing how successful you're actually being. How'd you graduate college? Who knows? This is how you did it. You got to take notes, but don't waste the time to read them. Do I have anyone who agrees? Anyone who agrees?
Take notes, sail boats. That's what I always say.
What I always say is, thanks for a lot.
Is that what you always say? Thanks for a lawa.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for smashing that like. Thanks for tuning on. Thanks for waking up every day with a vision of success and taking every step towards it that you possibly can, such as going to facebook.com/Zachary Paul Smith,
Going to church.
going to church, going to space,
Taking me to church.
drinking lime, fuel cola.
I believe that's a surge, actually.
And thank you so much, Nick Harris, for joining us. It looks
Oh, it's
like
been such a pleasure, Zach and Travis. Thank you.
our transmitter's locked, but this has been a very great time. Goodbye.